Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome along to Sportcast with Bradley Young. And alongside me is Sunderland's legend Paul Wilson. Good afternoon, Paul.
Good afternoon, Brad, and good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
everybody else.
So we got a lot to talk about this afternoon, and obviously players going, players coming, retaining lists. So we've got a lot of things to talk about this afternoon. But I was thinking to myself, should I do a pre-record? Should I do a recording of this? And I turned around and I said to myself, no, because we might as well go live and do this instead. So I've got a lot to talk about from both sides. Obviously, Paul might have a different take to what I have on this, and I might have a different take to Paul. But to be honest, let's get both sides what we think, because we don't judge anyone, do we, Paul?
No,
don't
we
judge
don't.
you, and you don't judge me. So, Jobe Bellingham leaving Sunderland to going to Borussia Dortmund. That's a hell of a shock, to be fair. This has just came up a few days ago, obviously, after the AFL playoff final against Sheffield United. I tell you what, we'll get your thoughts first, Paul. What's your thoughts on this one?
Well, actually, like we said just before we went on air, I am really surprised that Job actually doesn't want to play in the Premier League. But he, to be honest with you, I am looking forward to actually watching his career further. But if he goes, at the moment, it doesn't mean that he's going to leave until until Borussia Dortmund really come, until they actually really come in and and actually agree the package with us. But for me, Job leaves with my respect.
Yeah. What can I say
That's
for
if
my...
he goes, that is.
That's if he goes, but yeah, everything could fail, but to be honest, I think he's going to go myself because obviously Fabrizio Romano, one of the best reporters in the world of football, has reported as well. Obviously, it's going to be confirmed in the next few days, apparently, if obviously things go through and obviously everything goes ahead of this signing for Borussia Dortmund. To be honest, I'm going to say this is obviously if a lot of foreign fans might watch me here. Borussia Dortmund fans, you are in for a hell of a treat. That's all I've got to say. He's one of the best players we've had at Sunderland in a long, long time in a Sunderland shirt. 110% on the ball every game. The wee turns against players, absolutely fantastic. Just the style of players as well, it's just next to none, really. So, Jobe Bellingham to Borussia Dortmund, you've got my... To be honest, I'm still emotional now. I was emotional this morning about this move as well. But Job, you have my respect. Good luck, mate. And to be honest, we wish you all the best from Main Sportscast. Tommy Watson as well. We're going to get a say on him. Leaving as well. Obviously, he's been through the academy product. Born and bred in Sunderland, I think, as well. Obviously.
Yeah, Tommy Watson is a Sunderland lad.
Yeah, he's a Sunderland boy through and through. So, what's your thoughts on this one, Paul? A 19-year-old letting get go to Brighton and Hove Albion. What's your thoughts on that one?
To be honest, we actually saw this one coming because during the season, of course, Sunderland actually kind of did confirm that he was leaving. Which I actually wish they waited until the season was actually finished.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest with you, I am a bit gutted that he is gone because, they will probably tell you, mainly nearly all the time, if Tommy Watson played for the academy, mainly actually used to go and actually watch him play.
Mm-hmm.
it's just a shame that because well, put this way, I was the same when Gooch left. You know, it's
Yeah.
we've actually let one of our own leave, but Tommy Watson, thank you for that goal at Wembley. Because to be honest with you, when that goal went in to actually pull us back to the promised land,
Hmm.
the lad that was next to me, I looked at him straight away. I said that's Tommy Watson saying that goodbye,
Yeah.
and of course it is. So Tommy Watson leaves actually uh,
On your respect.
on my respect, but I am really sad that he has actually gone.
Yeah. Every time when we're on live, something always happens. Either something gets reported or something always gets thingy because Middlesbrough have just just sacked Michael Carrick.
Yeah, I've just said that there.
Literally,
Yeah.
when we've gone live, this happens.
To be honest with you, I'm really surprised that they've actually done that now. I
I
know the
know.
season's over, but I actually saw that one coming, to be honest with you.
Well, he's been quite shocking last few games before the end of the campaign, hasn't he? There, and wins, losses, draws, a bit of a mixed bag for him. But could have been in the playoffs, to be honest, but I went and bottled it. My thoughts on Tommy Watson. I'm going to say this here, and I'm going to say this clear. Right. Sunderland fans, a lot of yous, obviously, Paul and Michael and I think Lee weren't against Tommy Watson, but I was one of them who was against him, but I shouldn't have been because, to be honest, when Romain Mundle was injured for quite a lot of time, I didn't think Tommy used to perform quite well. But I put my hands up now. I was one of them who used to say that all the time. Jack was as well. He was the one who used to say Watson, all this and all that. But to be honest, we both put our hands up and we turned around and said, Watson, we are sorry. Because that goal, what he scored, was crucial for us to get to the Premier League. And we want to thank him a lot for doing that. Because gave him stick after stick after stick and I shouldn't have. But Watson, you have been one hell of a player, obviously, in that playoff final as well. And to be honest, Brighton and Hove Albion will welcome you in welcome arms. And I hope you get some game time with them and enjoy the season with them there. And obviously, we'll wish you all the best as well. From a Sunderland lad as well. Obviously,
I
of
know.
course. Oh,
I've just seen you in the comments.
comments in the chat. Hi all, quickly just popping on. Good afternoon, Lauren. You doing well?
On Tommy Watson there, Brad, I've just looked at his Wikipedia. He came to us he's been with us since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And of course he left well, actually, his youth career was 2015 to 2023.
So 8 years.
Yeah, he's been with us for 8 years.
8 years of youth and 2 years of in the league.
The first team.
Lauren Kenny says to Paul, still late. The retain list is out, so I don't keep asking him when it's coming out.
Yeah, she actually was. She was like, "When's it coming out? When's it coming out?" But thing is, though, like I said to her earlier, it's just surprising, like a day after we announce Enzo Le Fee on a permanent deal, someone's like, "Shall we just announce that retain list just to keep the fans waiting?" And of course, do it now. So I said to Lauren for a laugh, "What they're going to do tomorrow? Announce the preseason schedule?"
Imagine if we did. Anyways, next thing we want to talk about is Enzo Le Fee signing on a 4-year deal now. This was the best one coming, to be honest. Paul, what's your thoughts on Enzo Le Fee? Obviously, he came in on loan in January from Roma, obviously, till the end of the season. But obligation to buy, obviously, if we win the Premier League, got us promoted, and obviously we had to buy him. But what's your thoughts on him overall? throughout January to the end of the season. And obviously, what's your thoughts on this signing now?
To be honest with you, I am absolutely over the moon with Enzo Le Fee. I knew that he would have actually came to us, especially with Regis Lebris as our head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows him. Um, but yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon that we've actually tied him down. Because like well, at the end of the game at Wembley, that Luke O'Nien actually going up to Enzo Le Fee, saying like, "Are you staying?" And of course, Enzo Le Fee goes, "Yes." And of course, now he's now a permanent player in the Premier League.
Well, I've got a statement here from obviously Sunderland Football Club, which I am going to read out about him. So, Sunderland AFC is delighted to announce the signing of Enzo Le Fee, who will complete a permanent move to the club on the 1st of July 2025. The Frenchman's 6-month loan spell at the stage of the light coming into promotion to the Premier League at Wembley Stadium, and now Enzo is here to stay. Joining from AS Roma from an undisclosed fee, the 25-year-old has signed a 4-year contract on Wearside and becomes the club's first summer signing. And we are so late for signings half of the time, and you know what? The club's reacted so quick on this one. And I don't believe I will get promotion to the Premier League. The Fee has made 18 appearances after arriving on Wearside in January and immediately becoming an integral part of Regis Lebris' squad. The former FC Lorient and Stade Rennais midfielder produced an array of standout displays, not least against Sheffield United in capital, which his instinctive pass to Patrick Roberts helped engineer Eliza Mayenda's game-changing equaliser. Enzo has said, "I said that before the playoff final that my heart was in Sunderland. I wanted to stay, and this is the most important game of my life. Together, we did it from the moment I arrived. I have enjoyed my football, my teammates, and our support as we share an incredible experience, and now we got to take the next step. These are greater challenges ahead, but we must face them together, and I can't wait for Sunderland in the Premier League." Christian Speakman has said also, "In Enzo, we knew we were acquiring a very high quality level player who could be influential in crucial moments. The moments that change the outcome of games and seasons. He's been a big part of our success, so we're delighted that he's permanently signed and joining us in the Premier League above all else. He's been a team player, and following our playoff final victory, I think everyone could say exactly what the club means to him." What a hell of a saying, what a hell of a statement that was as well from Christian Speak.
Yeah, it is.
And to be honest, I am going to talk about Speakman in a minute as well, because I was on a Sunderland AFC fans group yesterday. I actually put on this yesterday. I says, "Where are all you Speakman haters now? Where is everyone? Are you all hiding in a bin? Are you scared to come out and go? I used to fucking hate Speakman, but now I fucking love him." Were you one of them, Paul, who used to hate Speakman, or not?
To be honest with you, I was 50-50 on Christian Speakman, but now well, what a job him, Stuart Harvey, and actually Carilla Dreyfus has actually done.
Yeah, you got to thank.
I just couldn't believe, Lord Brad. Think of how many plans Carilla Dreyfus actually had when he came into the club. He actually had a 5-year plan, and we get promoted on his 4-year plan.
Yeah.
His 5th year actually was promotion.
And he left it a year early.
I would love to know his plans now for the Premier League, like.
stay in the Premier League, get 17th place above the relegation spots. Don't care if we finish 17th because we're still in the Premier League next season. Woohoo!
Tell you what, a lot of people's predicting us to do actually what Leicester did, mind. You imagine us finishing going to the top of the table.
Paul, you know what? Imagine. Things happen. Things can happen.
Us winning the Premier League. Can you imagine it? I'm like,
You know,
whoa, what the hell's this club done to us?
and I'll tell you who will be what. I'll tell you what club who will be crying. Them up the road. Them crybabies up the road will be crying.
Oh, they've got Champions League.
But you know what? If we win,
All the fixtures they've got next season.
but the funniest thing is, you know, if we win the league, we'll get Champions League.
I think it's a bit too early.
It's a bit too early for this, but hey dear. But yeah, being back in the Premier League, something special to me. Obviously, as a Sunderland supporter as well, I've never been to a game in the Premier League, and it's going to be really, really special to experience this. Obviously, against big quality teams, and obviously seeing some good players out there as well.
To be honest with you, I'm actually really looking forward to see what Regis can do in the Premier League.
I think, you know, Paul, you know, if we keep him for next season, I think he can do a job, you know. I think he'll do a job.
It's just odd for me that we've actually got 2 windows.
Yeah, because we've got this one opening till the 10th or something. It's a mini window. Then you got the
this one closes, because I've just got it there. This one closes actually on Tuesday next week.
Yeah, the 10th.
Then it's the World Cup on the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
And then the transfer window actually reopens again on the 16th of June. And that opens until... That's open until... the 1st of September. And the window actually shuts at 7 o'clock that day.
That is very fucking strange. 7 o'clock? Wow.
It's easy for Speakman and that, isn't it?
It's easy for him. Early finish, I can go home. Bye-bye. Well, to be honest, you don't know because there might be later deals going on through the night. What's already been signed and ready to expect.
I hope there's not. I hope there's not from us.
You know what Sunderland are like, Paul? You know what Sunderland are like?
I just hope we get all of ours done before that deadline, to be honest.
To be honest, Paul, you know what I see is happening? I see something happening. I think we will get it done before, obviously, the window closes, I think, this season. Because we've got to be smart.
I can't last deadline day.
Imagine Enzo Le Fee, the only player that comes in and on deadline day, we're waiting going.
No, don't say that, Brad. Don't say that. Don't say that. I don't just want Enzo Le Fee.
We don't want some good quality players, especially when we're in the Premier League. Obviously, as well, we might as well talk about this because I see a few transfer deals coming soon as well. Transfer deals coming soon. Tommy Doyle and also Wilfred Singo apparently is on the transfer radar list as well. Wolves centre mid, obviously as well. Sheffield United's loan a few seasons ago as well. I remember that very well. James McAtee.
Yeah, apparently we're looking at Jordan Henderson as well. Fair enough.
That's a
Henderson is with England at the moment.
Oh, he's in with England at the minute. Oh.
Yeah, because he's with Thomas Tuchel at the World Cup.
Imagine, right? Has he left Ajax altogether?
No, I don't think he has yet.
Has he not left them? Imagine if he did. And obviously he came up here after England and all that and he signed his contract.
Yeah, no. Well, the thing is,
Coming.
I've seen it's between us and Rangers for him.
You know who he'll come to anyway. Easy.
Yeah,
His
he'll come
boyhood club.
straight to us.
His boyhood club. It's simple.
He will
Um,
do.
what's your thoughts on Tommy Doyle, Paul, and obviously Wilfred Singo? Obviously, these are quite decent quality players as well. Young lads. What's your thoughts on that one?
To be honest with you, Brad, I'll take them.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, though, I wouldn't be surprised, Lord, if we're targeting players that hasn't even been linked with a football club
What, and just like
because
bring.
you know what Stuart Harvey's like. Stuart Harvey will go out there and watch teams. He's probably doing it now. Um, he'll probably go out with a scout, um, looking at players and reporting it back to Christian Speakman or
Yeah.
back to Gorilla Dreyfus. Because I read somewhere that a couple of weeks ago, both Speakman, Stuart Harvey, and Regis Lebris and Gorilla Dreyfus was in a they were actually in a recruitment meeting a couple of weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Um, because we actually had two transfer target lists. We actually had one for the Premier League, and we actually had one for the Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we already know our targets.
By the way, as well, in comments below, I've shared my referral link to everyone on if anyone wants to sign up to StreamYard. Obviously, if you're new to streaming or looking to level up, check out StreamYard, what we use, and get a $10 discount. Obviously, £10 in euros, £10 in pounds. And if you go to this link below, which is streamyard.com/pal/d 538829614455196. If you go on that link, you will receive £10 discount for my referral. Um, my thoughts as well on obviously Tommy Doyle and Wilfred Singo. Obviously, Wilfred Singo is obviously a decent quality player as well. I've been hearing. Obviously, Newcastle United's in touch with him, so he must be quality if Newcastle United's in for him as well. Um, but who would he go to? Would he go to a newly promoted Championship club, or would he go to a club what's got Champions League and obviously a Carabao Cup under the belts? But to be honest, I don't see I don't see Singo coming. I actually don't see Singo going to Newcastle, to be honest, because they've got enough centre backs and they've got quite a few right backs. We've got Trippier and Livramento at right back, and the likes of we've got Botman, Shaw, we've got the likes of all them players as well at centre back, and they've got them covered. And to be honest, we need a new right back as well to cover Hume if he gets injured any time or something like that. And Singo is the right man, I think, to come into this club.
Well, to be honest with you, I've seen a player that we've been linked with that knows Regis Lebris as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
And because, well, Regis Lebris knows him from the other club that Regis came from. I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if Regis actually brought him into Sunderland.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure the player's name, but he's been widely linked with us.
I think he'll get him in, I think Reggie's will get him in. If that's the
Yeah, so
case.
do I actually.
Yeah, if that's the case. Anyways, retain list 25-26. Last thing we're going to talk about before we head. Obviously, apparently, on here, except from Tommy Watson, except from Chris Method and Abdul Samed, we have got all our players under contract.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that one, Paul? Obviously, keeping all our players under contract.
To be honest with you, I am pleased that uh, they've all been kept, but I can actually see half of them actually going. The likes of Abdul Abbar I think we'll
Oh,
actually sell. Equa, I think we'll let go of.
Alan Brown.
Um, Russian, I think will leave.
Is he still a Sunderland player?
Yeah, he is. All the
Didn't know.
loanies,
Didn't
all the
know he's
loanies that, all the loanies that went out have all come back.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know Russia was permanent. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought he went out on a permanent move to somewhere else. Fair enough.
No, I think it was a loanee. I'll,
Yeah,
we'll let go of Hamia.
yeah, we'll let go of him.
I'm trying to think actually. Be interesting actually what we do with the goalkeepers.
Well, talking about
'Cause-
goalkeepers, I've got something about Matty Young here. What Sunderland AFC banter page has just posted up. Um, Obviously, it's going to be a big step up for him to play in the Premier League, but apparently it says on here that he is open to a League One or a Scottish Premiership move on loan next season to prove himself.
to League One.
Yeah, this is what he says. He says, next season, Young is determined to continue his progression through regular senior football. The Echo understands the goalkeeper believes there will be a little benefit in remaining as Sunderland's third choice in the Premier League, and he is open to a loan move to either League One or Scottish Premiership. Sunderland, however, have not finalised their young plans for their
Oh
plans
yeah,
for
no,
you.
I've just seen it because that's come from James Copley. That
Does that come from Copley?
Yeah, League One. That's interesting actually. I
It is, it is.
I wonder where he would actually go to for League One. Probably like somebody like, hang on,
Someone
what's
or
this?
a team what's
The
just been relegated from
it
the
says the
Championship.
Echo understands that Sunderland will assess their goalkeeping options next summer. The club's state is likely to shape the long term. There is agreement across the board that Young must play. That makes a loan move this summer highly likely.
Oof. Wow.
To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
I actually think we'll get to see Matty Young in pre-season.
You think we're going to get to see him in pre-season before he goes on loan? Do you reckon if he goes away?
Yeah, because if you think he's away at the moment. Well, all the players are on holiday at the moment, but
Yeah.
Matty Young will come back. Um, I'm trying to think of the other one. Well, Sam Moore's with us.
Yeah.
Patterson, because
Rose.
I seen this morning apparently that Patterson's because of the promotion, James Copley actually put it out that Patterson's deal with the club um has actually been more apparently there's been more put in that contract.
What to make him stay?
Well, actually, it's been improved.
Hmm.
Um, say like I don't know, but like say like if somebody from the Premier League came in for him,
Mm-hmm.
um, but yeah, James Copley said, well, actually, this is in the Echo. James Copley put the Echo understands that Anthony Patterson's contract has now moved onto improved terms with Sunderland promotion to the Premier League automatically triggered several performance related clauses. Patterson is not the only squad member to benefit from such clauses,
Oh.
with others also seeing upgrades following the club's success. The goalkeeper's current deal runs until 2028,
Mm-hmm.
and while there remains strong interest in him from clubs across the Premier League and Europe, Patterson is not entertaining a move. Sources have indicated that the academy graduate has no intention of leaving this summer and
Hmm.
is releasing the chance to test himself in the top flight with his boyhood club.
That's interesting, Paul. So Patterson's playing in League One, then the Championship, now the Premiership. Madness. Absolute madness.
Yeah, it is.
Anyways, we are going to wrap this up. Half an hour show. Bang on. Perfect. If you want to go and like and subscribe to my channel, you can. If not, then you don't have to. But recommend you do. Also, a little shout out as well that I did mention in my last video that obviously Sunderland Armed Forces weekend is on Saturday the 20th and Sunday the 29th of this month. 10 till 5, I think it is. Is it 4? 10 till 5? 10 till 4. Can't remember.
I think it's 10 till 5. I think
10 till 5, like I said first time. So 10 till 5. Entry's free. All the things you've got to buy is obviously on the stores. If you want to buy catering, obviously the food and stuff like that. Entertainment's apparently free, but anything else I can't go into detail with. So everything else I can't go into detail with until I find out more. But once I find out more, then I'll tell you. It is directly. Is it on the Seaburn Beach, Paul? For people who doesn't know about this, is it on the Seaburn Beach itself, or where is it?
yeah, it's on the seafront. It's actually in the recreational ground.
Recreational ground.
It's actually opposite the Seaburn Hotel.
Ah, I know where that is. Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the roundabout.
Yeah, the one on the roundabout. Yeah. So the recreational ground, it's there. Pop down. Nice thing to do. Obviously, if you're bored and stuck in the house, and obviously it's a nice summer's weekend, come down and see us because I'll be volunteering with this man. Which way is it that way? But yeah, thanks for coming on yet again, Paul. It's been fantastic to see you, and hopefully more appearances next season as we're in the Premier League now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care, everyone. God bless. God goes with you, and we will see you in August because I am going to go on holiday for a bit from this channel, so for about a month and a half. So take care, everyone, and we will see you then. Goodbye for now.